This is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the 7th Annual Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, 2017. I have with me today on the program Dechev of Mundoro Capital. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is MUN on the TSX-V. Welcome back to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley. Thank you for having us back.
It's good to have you back. Let's get started with an overview of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Absolutely. So we're an exploration-focused company. Currently, we are exploring in Serbia and Bulgaria, which is in Eastern Europe, and the focus is copper and gold exploration.
So are you currently in a drill program?
Yes, we are. We have one program right now on the Mudoro project. It's a very interesting program. It's basically drilling a copper and gold style system. And basically, we're going to be doing about 3,000 meters of drilling there.
And is that the all-in drilling, or are you drilling in another location as well?
Yes, and so we're also drilling in the JOGMEC license. In that license, again, it's also copper and gold focus. That one is a phase 3 program. We've already have drilling there already, and this program is really to put in a fence program where we can do 100-meter spacing between the fences and between the holes in order to try and understand what kind of tonnage and grade is within these mineralized zones.
Do you have any information yet?
No, not yet, but that's something. So JOGMEC is starting this month, and Mudoro already started. So both programs will be winding up around the same time, around the end of the year, with results at the end of the year or in January of next year.
Is copper important?
Copper is really important, and certainly in this part of the Tethyan Belt, a lot of the intersections that we have are copper and gold. So sometimes we do show them in copper equivalent, but really, it's really copper and gold systems. So with probably the lion's share being in copper right now, probably 60-40 or 50-50.
What's the land package size?
The land package is quite large. It's about, I think today now it's around 550 square kilometers, 400 square kilometers controlled directly by Mundoro, 150 square kilometers has been optioned out to one of our partners, JOGMEC, and that's a really interesting partnership. They're a very keen group to try and explore for more copper assets in this belt, and we're their only partner in the Tethyan Belt in Eastern Europe.
What's the history of this district?
The district is really interesting. I mean, Beaver, for example, has been mining there for 100 years. So you've got, really well kind of educated community on what mining can bring to the table in terms of prosperity to a community. So it's nice to walk in where you have 100 years of investment in these communities, and when you walk in, it's very easy to have the conversations with the local landowners and say, we'd like to put a drill pad here, we have an interesting target. They immediately understand what you're proposing.
What's your background?
So I have a geological and mineral engineering degree. I also have my MBA, but really the last kind of 10 years I've spent with Mundoro, and the prior 10 years I spent on the sell side in investment banking and equity research, obviously in investment banking, M&A, and I also did 3 years of commodity trading as well right before.
Why Serbia?
I think that's a great question. Serbia is a country that has clearly demonstrated they want foreign investment in their local resources. They changed their laws in 2010, updated them in 2012, and then again in 2015. It has a really good portion of the Tethyan Belt. It has 100 years of mining community. So from our point of view as a foreign investor in resources, we look at it as really good land packages, the opportunity to find giant resources, because Beaver is a tremendously world-class, large operation. And really, when you're going to go out and explore, you want the security in a jurisdiction that you own the licenses that you're operating. And so we feel it's good stability, good metallogenic belt, and good opportunity for more discoveries.
So give me a little guidance, our audience a little guidance on 2018, if you would.
So 2018, I think, is going to be interesting. Certainly, copper has done extremely well. I like to do a presentation where I have this slide that shows, equities in the gold have moved up quite a bit, yet the copper equities have really not moved, and yet here we are at a $3 copper price. The equities are trading at around 5 cents per pound in situ value for copper in these equities, whereas typically when copper reaches $3, historically we saw that value could be at 30 cents. So that's about a 400% move that's possible in these equities. So I think that if investors are looking at the resource market and they're willing to consider base metals, I think copper is a really interesting opportunity, and certainly the Tethyan Belt and certainly our land package has really strong exposure to both copper and gold, but a lot of copper as well. So I think that's going to be a driver certainly for Mundoro in 2018.
What's your website? Let's give it out to our audience for more information.
Sure, it's www.mundoro.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Teo Dechev, Mundoro Capital. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is MUN on the TSX-V. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the 7th Annual Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, 2017. Teo,
Great.
Pleasure to see you. Good luck.
Thank you.